Morning, everyone. Huffy Bear here. Just finishing up some cake slices. I guess we'll get started soon. Of course, it's messed up. That's done. Alright, let's dig in. I probably shouldn't be eating this cake because I plan to read the story, but... Alright, let's start. This cake's almost done anyway. Oh, oh! Alright, I'll finish the cake first. Then I'll read. Okay. As Vataman's allies. Alright, we'll start reading after she's done talking. Huffy Bear, are you seeing this? Or rather, not seeing it? Yeah, the collie and sacred beasts are all gone. Yup, I think we might have accomplished the goal of keeping this town safe, so that's cause for celebration. Though maybe not too much, since we've now got new, much more difficult obstacles ahead. If you aren't here to fight, then why are you here? Didn't we mention it? We're accompanying him. He told us to come along, so we did. That's all there is to it. This him you speak of, is he your master? Something like that, or close enough anyway. Either way, it's only natural we'd obey him. After all, he's the only god here, the one final god. Look, here he comes. This reading. Actually, I'm sure you can all see this as well. Look, up in the sky. Yeah, I think you Indian heroes might just recognize that. We know what it is, too. Though the only time we saw someone riding it, it was the decidedly non-Indian king of heroes. It's both a flying chariot and a ship that serves as transport for the gods that's said to even be capable of ascending into space. A white Vimana? Oh, that is Gilgamesh's ship. Who's that riding it? Is that... He looks different, but I still recognize his face. I would never mistake him for anyone else. so I can say with certainty, it's our boy. That is Arjuna. Arjuna? Really? Not the one recorded in Chaldea, of course. He must have an altogether different spirit origin here. No. Once I may have been known as Arjuna, but now I am a god. What's going on? It feels like my hair is standing on end. Yeah, I feel it too. I don't know what's up with that, but I'm getting chills. But I do know that no good guy would ever go around introducing himself as a god. With the obvious exception of Ganesha, since he's the real deal. So, beings with divine power have come from the outside. An avatar of Vishnu, a child of Parvati, and Karna, son of Surya. So that is all of you. Don't forget about us normal humans. That's right, the master of Chaldea and his servant are here as well. Foe. Ha. He usually wouldn't even look at you if you're not gods. But you guys are idiots. So idiotic, it's infuriating. Thanks to that, now he's noticed you too. Which means you guys are done for. Well, now that you've come all this way to see them for yourself, what do you think? Nothing. Huh? This ended up being no more than a fleeting diversion. I thought I might feel something, but there was nothing. To me, as I am now, all these foreign elements I see below me are equally defective, immature, and worthless. They do not belong in a perfect world. In that sense, they are evil. God has witnessed defective beings. God has witnessed evil. They have no place in the next Yuga. Yuga. That does not look like Pashupata. Well, there he goes. I guess he's not going to give us any orders then. Conclusion: impossible, futile. No one can break his concentration. We'll just have to wait. Man, this really was a waste of time. I knew I should have just ignored all this and kept going with my research. Yeah, I know that means I'd be gone in the next Yuga. I just wanted to vent. What's going on? Crap. Arjuna's gathering an unbelievable amount of energy around him. Indeed, the sheer energy, if it can even be called that, is like nothing I have ever seen. In fact, several of our sensors have been overloaded while trying to measure it. What? That can't possibly be good. Hurry up and do something. Hear me, Arjuna. You think I'm defective, immature, worthless? Look at me. Look me in the eye, take up your arms, and pay attention, Arjuna. Otherwise, this spear will be put to a cowardly use, and I don't want that. Even after all that, you would still ignore me, Arjuna? Karna, I understand you two have a history. I'm sure there are rules you are bound to as warriors of Kuru. But neither of those is true for me. As far as I'm concerned, he's already started this fight. And I'm sure you know... What did he say? When I decide to do something, I do it, whether my enemies are paying attention to me or not. Master, I'm going to use everything. I've got to stop him. Requesting permission to release my noble phantasm. Permission granted. Now let him have it. Brahmastra! Damn, they didn't do anything? What? That can't be. That blade even destroyed the great Rakshasa Ravana. How could it have? I understand your shock and confusion, but since we must rely on accurate information, let me be clear. Your noble phantasm did not so much as scratch him. Furthermore, he did not... Oh, hey, thanks for the follow, Swebsoul. Appreciate it. Furthermore, he did not take any sort of defensive action against it. It simply failed to do anything to him. That lines up with what I saw too, though I still can't believe it. At first, I thought it might be an effect of the enormous amount of power he's concentrating near him, but that doesn't appear to be the case either. Which would mean he possesses some sort of anti-interference ability that not even Rama's noble phantasm can penetrate. But how is that possible? Be that as it may, we kings are notoriously stubborn. I could never hope to find Sita if I were to give up now. I'm gonna try again, and I won't hesitate to use anything or anyone. Help me, son of Surya. Please help him, Karna. If that is your order, master. Hurry it up. Whatever's going on there, the pressure is still building. Now get a move on before it's too late. Alright, this time, I want you both to... Oh, can you really not see what's going on here? Forget it. It won't work. Don't take this the wrong way, but neither Rami's nor Karni's noble phantasms will have a chance against him. It's the Cryptor. Trust me, he outclasses you guys in every way. After all, he's every Indian god rolled into one single super being. That's freaking nuts. Also, I didn't realize this was 1/4 AP. I'm kind of glad about that. I don't have to waste too much apples. Alright. I do remember when this came out in JP that I didn't play it, of course, but I was active on the Grand Order subreddit, and a lot of them mentioned always take the guest Karna. So, I will take the guest Karna. Alright, let's make something up. Alright, we'll put someone cheap. Yeah, let's put her. Alright, still don't know who I should bring. Probably a caster. Let's bring Merlin. And where is my... Oh, it's up there. Prisma Cosmos. And I could bring my own Karna, but I don't think he gets the super abilities, so let's bring a waiver. Actually, let's jumpstart this by doing Garden of Avalon as soon as we get in. Hey, Teddy, what's up? What's up, you little Sunday you? Yeah, I could bring Enkidu also. But I have a feeling this is one of those boss fights where, like, nothing really happens. But you're right. If the point's just to survive, I can probably meme around it. So let's bring Enkidu. Where is he? Here he is. I could probably stun him first thing, actually, so... Alright. We'll do that. Should be fair. This is a serious fight, so I'll bring the Atlas code. I have a ton of stuff left, so let's bring more XP. Alright, let's do this. Let's see how far we get. It's you! Pepperoncino. Oh! Pepperoncino. Well, here we are, together again, and much sooner than I expected. I was just gonna sit back and watch, but I just had to say something after seeing how utterly dense you are. We can talk more later, though. Right now, you need to skedaddle. Chop chop. I've been playing since NeroFest 1, so 2016. It's gone through ebbs and flows, like, in terms of how much I play, but even if I don't farm often, I still do the dailies at least every day. What? You're our enemy too. Why should we listen to anything you have to... Well, what if I told you that I was only up in those mountains because I was running from Neza? And that Neza only stopped fighting you guys because tracking me down was a higher priority. What I mean is that they are my enemies as much as yours. I see. So if that Arjuna is the master of all those servants, including Neza, then our Scandinavia Pepperoncino can be the master of none. There appears to be no evidence to the contrary either. I really don't have time to lay it out for you right now. I guess I'll have to try the direct approach. Yes, I am a crypter, and I know we're on opposing sides, but I promise you, I'm not lying. If you don't get out of here right now, it'll be the end of everything. But what about the townspeople? It's okay, you don't have to worry about them. The ones who are fine are well and truly fine. The ones who aren't, well, you can't help them now anyway. The only thing I can say for sure is that there's a very good reason why you all need to get out of here as fast as you possibly can. If that's still not enough to convince you, then I'll have to resort to cliches instead of logic. The truth is, right now, that's the only weapon I've got. Ready? Here goes. I hope you'll trust me on this. Pepperoncino. What do we do? I don't think he's lying. Same. Pepperoncino is a good person. I can't imagine he would ever try to deceive anyone. A good person, huh? From my perspective, you seem to be... What? A show-off? No, if nothing else, I agree that you aren't lying. I have no objections to Master's decision. What? You believe him? Field decisions trump everything. Mr. Gordolf, get used to it. All right then. Hurry up and make your way out of... Hey! Thanks for the follow, Excalibur 1. Oh. Well, hello, Asvataman. Long time no see. I guess so. Pisses me the hell off to see you here, ex-master. Hey. Not too much, man. I've just been, So, when Lostbelt 4 came out, like, I played through half of it. And some other things came up in life, and I just kind of stopped playing it. So I did the events, I did the dailies, but I just didn't finish it. And I realized that there's a 10 quartz reward for finishing this before Lostbelt 5 comes out, so I definitely got to be on that. Alright. Oh, y'all are friends. Cool. My contract with you has been completely overwritten. Any connection we had is long gone. Oh, well, that's too bad. I don't suppose you'd let me go to celebrate us no longer being master and servant, would you? Hell no. I can't just let you guys walk out of here. Now that the big boss has decided he wants you gone, it's my job as one of his Lokapala to see it done. Did I say that right? Lokapala. Well, that puts me in a pretty pickle. Would you say that all the others feel the same way? How should I know? But I'd guess they wouldn't do anything unless they were directly ordered to. Pisses me off. Yeah, pretty much. Oh, but don't get me wrong. It's not because I don't care about my job. I'm just confident that you're more than capable of handling this alone as Vataman. Confidence is hugely important, you know. It's just like hunting. It's a bad idea to work too hard when you're confident in your position. If you go around hunting down mountain animals when you don't need to, the mountain will end up dead. Is your position the only reason you're standing in our way as Vataman? Nah, there's more to it than just that. I know if I stop you guys from getting away now, it'll get us one step closer to his perfect world. And you know what? I want to see his perfect world, I admit it. Which means I got no choice but to stop you now. So I'm going to beat all your asses down. And then I'm going to kick back and watch as you all get sucked into the dissolution. Oh, I thought we were fighting Arjuna Altar. I guess we're fighting this guy. Alright, dissolution? What do you mean? So the time for words is over, huh? Then I guess I'd better get ready to respond in kind. If nothing else, I can understand him a lot better than the being way up there. Let's take him down and secure a way out of here, Master. Alright, unless there's any like gimmicks from this fight, this should end up real easy. So you still refuse to look my way, Arjuna? No. Right now, I have another role to fulfill. Awaiting your orders, Master. Let's make our way through. Yeah, I would... Well, that's the thing. Like, I want to get it done, but I also want to see the story, you know? Oh, this guy has no break bars, no buffs. Quick down. Ooh, built-in evade. Cool. Alright, we'll just put that on. That should be enough. Oh, that's nice. The Cryptor's helping us out. I should have probably kept that waiver in there. Yeah, that won't be enough. But we can use that crit up. Alright. Nice. Alright. Cool. Got that part out of the way. Stand still, damn it. Pepe's using Magecraft to help us. He's not doing any damage, but he's moving so fast that the enemy can't focus on us. Now's our chance. Can't say I've seen a spell ever look like that. It looks like it just lets you move around really quickly. Plain and simple. Want to know how it works? Well, like its name suggests, I use the power of love to bend space around me. Oh, he's obviously lying, but we'll just have to leave it at that for the moment. The important thing is, the enemy is vulnerable now. There's no life forms nearby, and you're a good distance away from the town now, so don't worry about holding back. Or he's about to bust out his NP. Vasavi Shakti. It's a direct hit. That should do. What? Oh, he looks angry. What was that, Karna? It's gonna take a hell of a lot more than that to kill me. That attack did hurt him, that much is certain, but he's recovering from the damage at an alarming rate. I see you've changed since the last time I saw you as Vadaman. Ha, what'd you expect? You're the one who died first. Losing to Arjuna of all people. I did, I won't deny it. Hey now, slow your roll there, people. You don't have to finish him off just yet, okay? The important thing is he's hurt enough for us to get past him now. So come on, hurry. He's right, let's go. Damn it, get back here. And so the heroes make their escape. Foe, foe, foe! Just so you guys know. Since I'm Ganesha and all, I can actually run faster than you'd think. Way faster than any ordinary human. I don't even get tired that easily. But I do feel tired, and for a NEET like me, that is the worst thing of all. There's no one else in the whole world who hates running as much as we do. Complaining about it won't make it any easier. Just be quiet and keep running. I only said that because I was hoping you'd take the hint and carry me. I can't. I would be crushed under your weight. Perhaps that is owed to the weight of Ganesha's divine power? Hey, I'm not that heavy. By the way, why are you running away with us? I thought you were our enemy. I have my reasons. Arjuna didn't see me as an enemy before now, so it was fine as long as I was just laying low. But since Neza found me in the mountains, and especially now that I've helped all of you, I'm pretty sure he's decided I don't have a place in this world. Basically, now I'm qualified to be collateral damage. Pepe, I'm still not sure what that means. Sorry, Mashy, but you really need to focus on moving those legs, not your mouth. We need to hurry, honey. If we don't get away in time, it's curtains for all of us. So how far away do we need to run? You're kidding me. You really don't even know that? Alright, fine. I'll just have to explain as we run. Arjuna there is about to destroy and remake everything in this Lostbelt. Dissolution and rebirth. Destruction and reconstruction. Cataclysm and genesis. As the last god of this world, all of that is within his capability. Alright, pause. Like that makes sense? But why wasn't that the case for Scotty in the last Lostbelt? She was the last goddess there too. Alright. The reason he's taking so long to charge up is because he needs time to gather the ridiculous amount of energy he needs to pull that off. And if any of us get caught in the destruction and rebirth of this world, we'll end up disappearing completely. 100% absolutely guaranteed. No recourse, no way out, nothing. That's quite difficult to believe. But if that enormous mass of energy were to keep growing at an accelerated rate, I suppose it's not impossible. But then, if that's true, what happens to the world after it's been recreated? What about the life forms? I'll fill you in on that later. Right now, I'm just answering the Huffy Bear's question of how far we need to run. So now that you know, I'm sure you can figure out what you have to do to avoid a massive noble phantasm capable of destroying an entire world, right? You're the only ones with an evasive measure that can get around that. I'm counting on it to save my skin, too. The Border Zero sale. Exactly. I'm glad you worked it out. Naturally, I figured that might be the case, so I've got the engine all warmed up and ready to go. Let's figure out where to rendezvous and we'll head there right now and come pick you guys up. I'll admit, it's still risky. I'm not sure what will happen if Arjuna becomes aware of the border too. But right now, it's the only hope we have. Hold it, just a damn minute. You want us to let a crypter onto the border and let him experience a zero sale on top of that? Preposterous, absolutely out of the question. I know we've had a crypter before, but that was strictly as a prisoner. Not to mention there were extenuating circumstances. Naturally, neither Da Vinci nor I have discounted the risks in this course of action. But right now, the most important thing by far is ensuring the Huffy Bear's safety. Me. All other considerations are secondary at best. Besides, just look at him. Once he makes up his mind to trust someone, there's nothing any of us can say to persuade him otherwise. Hey, yo, King, what's up, man? What's up, you bear, you? Especially since he's the one out there doing all the heavy lifting. Ugh, I thought we'd been over this already. At this point, I'm just a single powerless mage. I don't even have a servant anymore. I'd say that more than qualifies me as a prisoner, personally. A prisoner, huh? I do still regret how Kaduk Zemlipus ended up getting away. Oh, are you playing the new Guilty Gear character already? I thought you didn't come out till tomorrow. If I look at this as another chance to gain some valuable information about the cryptors, maybe the reward is worth the risk? Alright, I'll make a special exception just this once, but he's to be kept under tight security at all times. Thank you, Director Gordolf. I've got the border's rendezvous point coordinates. Let's get there as fast as we can, Master. Come on, guys, let's run for it. Woo, woo. Yeah, you're right, Web Soul, but you figure, like, with her being the last of the Pantheon still there, I'm sure there's just something I don't remember, but it seems like it's the same logic, but it's applied differently. Sheesh, I've finally got a chance to survive. All that's left now is one simple question. Will we make it in time? I'm sure we will. Okay. Oh, I can do this. See, this is the goal right here. Complete Lostbelt 4. We got 8 days for that. Alright, no battles. This is probably going to be a lengthy chapter. I'm going to hydrate. Fo. Are you okay, Master? We're almost there. Just hang in there. On second thought, now that we've come this far, I doubt anything else will try to attack us. I'll carry you the rest of the way. You too, Foe. Oh. Are we at the rendezvous point yet? Damn, even with all this distance between us, the pressure from Arjuna is only growing stronger. I've never felt the air turn so stifling before, not even when Ravana nicked my throat with his sword, or Kumbhakarna the giant's foot was hovering above my head. This isn't normal. I'm not usually afraid of anything except losing Sita. But for some time now, I've been getting chills all the way down to my spirit origin. Alright, do we make it in time? Calculating expected arrival time based on our current speed and distance. Setting estimated limits based on current observation results. Putting those together, we get... Well, what is it, man? Why aren't you saying anything? Oi! The only parameter we can adjust now is our speed. We'll just have to hurry as best as we can. If you happen to install a secret acceleration system while you were working on the border captain, this is the moment to reveal it. I didn't have time for that. All I did was make sure all the existing systems were working. We should be able to rendezvous in time if we use all our resources and go at top speed. The real problem is, I'll make as much headway on my end as I can. Please hurry, Da Vinci. Oh yeah, because she's in that zero cockpit. It's done. Extracting unified power from all divinities. Condensing process complete. Using the 10th to control execution. Deployment preparation begin. Oh, damn, that's cool. Damn, did we not make it in time? This is it. We're done for. It's all over now. I can tell too, it couldn't have been more clear. Whatever that was, it's something we absolutely have to evade. Please, please hurry up, Da Vinci. Come on in, guys. The hatch is open. Everyone on board? Okay, shutting the hatch now. So we made it? That wasn't so bad. You really had me going there, Holmes. Couldn't resist having a bit of fun with us in lieu of Watson's absence, eh, old? We're not out of the woods yet. The real problem is readying the zero sail. What? It doesn't just happen automatically at the push of a button. I did everything I could to prepare in advance. But even if we skip some of the checklist, go with the bare minimum, and turn a blind eye to everything else, it won't work. Even if we perform the operations as fast as possible, it's still not enough. It's a difference of only 5 seconds, maybe even less, between the time we need and the time when our Juno releases his noble phantasm. But those are 5 seconds we just don't have. No! Hold on just a damn minute. Which one of you just went outside in their spirit form? Oh, it's gotta be Karna. What's he gonna do, though? That wave earlier. Now I see. I don't understand it, but I can sense it. It's true. This world is going to be destroyed, then remade. If we are caught in that, we will disappear. Karna? We can't let you be erased, Master, so I'm going to do what I must to ensure you survive. Karna, you don't mean... 5 seconds, leave it to me. By setting everything I have ablaze and becoming the very radiance of the sun, even this Arjuna will not be able to consume it all at once. For at least these 5 seconds, I will make sure he knows who I am. But if you do that, you'll... Come on, Karna, you can't do this. Be reasonable. There is no other way. Get ready to set sail. All right, let's see what he does. Holmes. I'm working on it. It'll just be a bit longer. That's it. Any servant would do the same. This is what I want. You need not worry about me. Karna. Don't you dare let his sacrifice be in vain. Now sit down and buckle up. Shh, you didn't even talk to me before you left. You've got a lot of nerve going off on your own like that, Karna. You are truly the great hero of benefaction, a warrior among warriors. As they say nowadays, you live to the hype and then some. I'll take care of things from here. You give him hell. Thank you. Entering final phase of emergency dive preparations. Initiating countdown. How much time do we have until the attack hits us? So little that I'd rather not spend it answering that question. Frickin' Holmes. Wait, you can't. This isn't... Arjuna, this may go without saying, but there are few things I want more than to run you through. I could even take advantage of this briefest of opportunities to try and do so now. But at this moment, I am a servant sworn to protect my master. I am not here to meekly accept this outcome, nor resign myself to my fate. I am here to stand before you with pride, so that you may ignore me with disdain. So today, I will not be taking up my spear. Instead, his final ascension. God has cast his gaze downward. These defects are unnecessary, and therefore evil. Begone, evil. You have no place in the new Yuga, the new world. I will now wield the sword of the God who ends all things. I will cut off the world. From the rift in the world, made by the blade, clear purification will burst forth. Terminus and Genesis will cycle anew. Sword of dissolution, let your blade fall. Mahaprayala. Karna, are you going to do it? There he is. Behold, these are the shining armor and earring given to me by Surya, the god of the sun. But know this, once I transform myself into the life's radiance, this gold will no longer be my armor. It will merely be a sign that I'm burning bright as the sun, here where you can see it. Kavacha and Kundara. Golden armor. He activated his defensive noble phantasm, but even with its protection... Karna! It's alright. I don't know how I know you, but I know you well. And though I can't explain it, I have every confidence that we will one day meet again. So don't be sad. And please take care of Master for me. Oh, Karna's a good boy. There, shadow border, untether from reality. Void space, dive, zero sail, unfurl. Hydrate, hydrate. Nice, we're done with that node. Section 6, the relic called Falsehood. This has a lot of no battle quests. The relic called Falsehood. Are we still alive? Good grief. Talk about escaping by the skin of one's teeth. We may have paid a heavy price, but at least we managed to protect what we absolutely needed to. Karna. Hey guys, give me 1 second. I'm gonna go grab some water. Alright, I'm back. Oh no, what's going on with my phone now? Okay, it fixed itself. Truth be told, I'm impressed he lasted as long as he did. Whoa, whoa, whoa there. What the hell was all that, man? Damn it. Okay, I'm not gonna... shoot, this is like way too much to read out loud. Skipping like that, but I'm gonna... Damn it. I at least need to skim through it. Okay. Da-da-da-da. Yeah, well, he's not a hero anymore. He's a god now. Where did Limbo come from? So he conceptually repairs the world. Sand. 3 alter egos. Yeah, I played everything, literally, except for this Lostbelt chapter. That's why I'm trying to finish it up, so I can get those quartz, though. Like, for whatever reason, when I was playing it the first time, I didn't feel hooked enough to finish it. But now I'm feeling the pressure because of those quartz. And the quarter AP also. Out of all the EORs, I'd say I liked the story of Salem a lot. Just because it was so different. But as far as the servants introduced goes, I'd say Musashi is my favorite. I really wish I had her Saber version. I only have her Berserker version. But her Berserker version is really good too, so I'm not too annoyed about that. I would get more use out of her now as a Berserker because she can farm really well. So I'm sure you've at least figured out this much, but that Arjuna is the core of this Indian Lostbelt. He's the reason this world became part of the pruning theoretical phenomenon. Let's see, to tie it to Holmesy's earlier question. Holmesy. This world was pruned away because in it, he gained the power you've just witnessed. What happened exactly? Just so you know, this is almost all speculation on my part, okay? There's no one around who can prove what really happened. Anyway, I don't know exactly when he got all that power, or when this world became estranged from proper human history. All I know is that it was a long time ago. This is an educated guess. It was probably during the Mahabharata. Something happened right around when the war it depicts came to an end. Something that led to Arjuna acquiring every divinity in India. Right, you mentioned that earlier. And it's really true? It would certainly make a kind of paradoxical sense given what we've seen thus far. Oh, what the hell? I didn't mean to do that. A feat as extraordinary as remaking the entire world simply wouldn't be possible without an equally extraordinary background, but that still doesn't explain how it happened. This is also just speculation, but I think he probably acquired the divinities in phases. In the most plausible explanation I can think of, he probably started by acquiring Vishnu's power. Since his closest friend Krishna was one of Vishnu's avatars. What's more, Krishna was said to have one of the strongest connections to Vishnu of all his avatars. Not that I'm saying you're weak, of course, Rami. I am perfectly able to understand the point you are making. Never mind the placations, just keep going. You got it, hun. So if Arjuna somehow got Vishnu's divinity from Krishna, peacefully or otherwise... Hey, no problem, Excalibur. Thanks for stopping by, my friend. Also, if you're interested in any of my VODs, I have more of them on my YouTube channel because I stream there as well. I'm actually multi-streaming as we speak, so I'm also on YouTube. Otherwise, you have a good night. Get some rest. It stands to reason that it could have laid the groundwork to do the same with the other divinities. Vishnu is one of the most powerful gods in all of Indian mythology after all. I expect he went around hungrily unifying all the other Indian gods in this Lostbelt one by one after that. Indra, even Shiva and Brahma were no exception. So once he'd absorbed all their divinities, he became what he is now. An Arjuna with divine power over death and creation, ruler of this Lostbelt, and capable of destroying and rebuilding everything alike. No, you can't even call him Arjuna anymore. He may have started as Arjuna, but he's something else altogether now. That's why he no longer has a shred of the heroic Arjuna's personality. You saw that for yourselves, didn't you? Yeah, we did. Yeah, he seems disconnected. I'm not sure how best to describe it, but it did seem very clear that we won't be able to reason with him. Technically, this would not be the first such entity we've met. If you'll think back to Scandinavia, Sitanai was an amalgamation of 3 divine spirits. But Arjuna seems to be on another scale altogether, so much that it's hard to believe they're in the same category. At this point, it is all too plausible to accept that he is neither human nor servant, but an entirely new divine conceptual being. Truth be told, I'm surprised he's even able to maintain his form. Alright, so we know what his deal is. Now, what about you? What's your game here, Cryptor? Me? Why, isn't it obvious? The only thing that's obvious about you is that your face practically screams, "Don't trust me." Well, I never. I'll have you know I was just trying to keep my embarrassment from showing. But alright, if you need me to explain, I can do that. After becoming a Cryptor, I summoned Svadhaman to be my servant. After I was assigned this Indian Lostbelt, the first thing I did was make contact with its king, Arjuna. Once I learned he was basically a god, I spent my first few months here trying to control him as much as I could. But after that foreign god disciple showed up, Arjuna suddenly started behaving strangely. I guess the disciple must have managed to sway him over to his side. Who is this foreign god disciple? He's a young man who wears a Japanese outfit. He calls himself a monk, but he's clearly a failed onmyoji. An onmyoji? He's very handsome, but he's also thoroughly twisted and just rotten to the core. Definitely not my type. If I'd approached him, the odds were better than even that one of us would have ended up dead. And we couldn't have that, right? Seeing how we're both technically on the foreign god's side as well. So I always made sure to keep my distance from him. I never even got a chance to find out his true name. At least we know he isn't Koyanskaya, and it sounds like he's not Father Kotomine, Rasputin, either. Oh? I am fond of Koyanskaya. She may be evil, but she's a pure sort of evil. You know how she can cross between Lostbelts as she pleases, right? So I see her every now and then. But I haven't got a read on her. It's like she doesn't respect the foreign god despite being an alter ego. But anyway, Koyanskaya doesn't have anything to do with Arjuna. Basically, thanks to the other alter ego, the male disciple, Arjuna started taking a much heavier hand to his world than he ever had before. After that, it sounds like they needed more pawns for running errands and such. So he went and took my contract with his Vadaman, all because he just happened to be close by. Wow, that's some laughing face. And just like that, as Vataman was his, there was nothing I could do, right? At that point, all I could do was laugh at how absurd it all was. What? He just took your contract from you? Thinking back on it now, I shouldn't be surprised considering just how powerful a god he is. I just didn't really get how powerful until he was using that power on me. Then, to top it all off, he went and summoned a few more servants all on his own. I don't know if he figured out how by studying his Vadaman, or if the disciple told him, but I guess it doesn't matter. The point is, once he had more servants on his side, I knew I had zero chance of taking his Vataman back. I get the impression that his Vataman used to be your servant based on our earlier conversation. What I really want to know is, what happened after that? After that, I ran away as far as I could, of course. I didn't want to die for nothing after all. That's really all it comes down to with me. But don't you cryptors have a duty to grow your lost belts? Isn't that how you're supposed to determine which one is worthy to rule? Well, sure, but with this India, or rather, with Arjuna here, that's just not going to happen. Honestly, I knew it was pointless almost as soon as I got here. Easy to see this world is a dead end, and nothing I can do about that. So I gave up on my responsibilities to grow this world's tree of emptiness. I mean, who cares who the king of the world is if you're not alive to see it? Kishtari has probably already figured out that my lost belt's a lost cause. In David's case, I'm not sure. I wish he would show at least a little interest in it, but oh well. Oh, that reminds me. I heard you had run-ins with Kadok, Ophelia, and Akuta. Well, if you're not going to make this personal, I won't either. Besides, I can't go avenging my comrades or talking about Cryptor's pride with things as they are right now, can I? So you're refusing to comment on the Cryptors, is that it? And as long as we don't bring up the Cryptors ourselves, you won't oppose us as one. Is that what you're saying? Take it however you like, but just knowing that the Huffy Bear spared Kadok and buried Ophelia, well, that's more than enough reason for me to want to avoid fighting him if I can. I noticed you didn't mention Akuta Hinako there. What about her? Oh, Akuta's a special case. I mean, she wasn't even human, right? She was never on anyone's side but her own to begin with, so I don't see any reason to avenge her. You knew that she was a true ancestor? Well, she's not actually a true ancestor. Come on now, game. She did a good job keeping her cards close to her chest, but I've always had a good nose for that sort of thing. I knew the instant I arrived at Chaldea that she wasn't actually human. What did you mean when you said this world is a dead end? Oh yes, that's the last thing I need to tell you about. Arjuna uses his power to destroy and recreate the world over and over, cycling it through periods called yugas. I'll spare you the details for now, but it's similar in some ways to India's original conception of yugas. They ultimately diverge pretty wildly. We have a couple of problems. First, he's gradually going through the yugas faster and faster. Then, there's one of the things he does as he completes each cycle. Something he does when he remakes heaven and earth in between yuga cycles. We have already been informed about something along those lines, namely the judgment Asha told us about. I can infer this judgment entails, thanks to her telling us it involves everyone dying and coming back to life. But of course, now is not the time for speculation. Why not? I'd love to get to see you speculating in person, Holmes. Hard as it may be to believe coming from me. I have no intention of interrupting someone else's explanation of a thorny riddle with my own half-baked theories. Well, if you already know that much, it would probably be faster to see it for yourselves then, anyway. Hi, it's me, Da Vinci, the beautiful genius who has been forced to keep her mouth shut and listen, despite being just itching to jump into all this fascinating discussion. Our reality space observation results have finally stabilized, so we can emerge from our zero sail now. The longer we stay submerged, the more chance we have of something going wrong, so while I hate to cut Pepe's explanation off, I'm just going to call him Pepe from now on. I'm not going to... I mean, that is his nickname, but his name's a bit too long. I really think we should head back to reality space now, especially for our own. What do you say, Gordy? Alright then, go ahead. But I want our security to remain airtight, and make sure we resurface inside the Lostbelt. Got it? Got it. Will it be safe for us to go back outside after we emerge? Oh, sure. The rules about the Yuga cycle are 100% absolute, and I can promise you that Arjuna won't try anything now that we've just started a new one. Though when it comes to other dangers, I can't make any guarantees. I mean, I just don't know, you know? We can't let the mere possibility of danger hold us back. We may not be able to do anything about that cataclysm yet, but we'll just have to assume we'll be able to handle any other threats we run into. Neza and Karna may be gone now, but you still have Mash, myself, and Ganesha the Divine Spirit. Yeah, I guess so. Are you alright? Sorry for being so down in the dumps. I'm okay now, I promise. I know I still have my Ganesha duties to fulfill. And besides, did you hear what Karna said? He asked me to take care of you for him. Can you believe that? A super great hero like Karna asking a loser like me for help? How does that work? Still, I don't think he'd have said anything if he hadn't needed my help. So that must mean he thought I was up to it. That he trusted me as a fellow servant. So I figure, I may be a loser, but I can still do my losery best. That's a cool way of looking at things. If Karna's gonna put his trust in me, I might as well see if he saw something I didn't. Just don't expect me to be much help. Okay, I won't. I'm gonna hydrate. I'll come along and help too, of course. Besides, it's easier to explain things when you're seeing them in person. Is that alright with you, Huffy Bear and Mash? Absolutely. Thank you so much, Pepe. Hold it. What do you think you're doing, Pepe? Have you forgotten you're our prisoner? Huh? But the border won't be leaving this Lostbelt until Huffy Bear finishes what he came here to do, right? So how could I possibly get away on my own? Besides, helping all of you is the surest way to help me survive too. Not to mention that Mashi just looks so adorable after all this time. That I can't help but want to support her anyway, you know? I see. Thank you. Of course, if you insist on keeping me in here, well, I can't blame you for that, but are you sure it's a good idea? A good idea? Don't be preposterous. Of course I'm sure it's... No, wait, hang on. What if... He's gone so pale. Scared of keeping an unknown element like me here in the heart of their operations. God, he's so easy to read. I could have Holmes and Captain restrain him, but what if he's planted a bomb inside his body? There's something frightening about him that reminds me of a mercenary. He may have said he only wants to survive, but he's obviously not the least bit frightened about dying. I could easily see himself blowing up and taking us all out with him. So then the safest option would be... Alright, I suppose it would be the humane thing to do. Very well then, just this once, I'll grant you special permission to accompany Huffy Bear. But be warned. This permission is contingent on you obeying every order we give you without question. Refuse, and I won't hesitate to take whatever measures I deem necessary. Is that clear? Okay, that's fair. If I die, I die. Works for me. Okay then, let's get going. Shadow border, preparing to emerge. Everyone, hold on tight. As soon as we're safely back to reality space, let's go see what this newly remade world is like. Man, I really wanted Da Vinci Rider too. I tried rolling for her, but it didn't work out so well for me. Wow, we actually gained AP through that. Section 7. Wow, this is going to be a very dialogue heavy thing. My voice is starting to get a little bit tired too. Alright, we're going to do section 7. Let's do this. I hope my voice is up to task. I experienced the Kali Yuga ending several times after... You know what? Let's call him Asha. Oh, I would say that's a good thing, WebSoul. Drake is my favorite rider after Blackbeard and Medusa. She's actually like one of my top servants in my Chaldea. Just as powerless to do anything as the people absorbed in their worthless prayers. Aside from, alright, this is not reading the text, but a little bit of meta about me and my playthrough. So my top servants are Medea and Drake. They're like my favorites, bar none. I have secondary favorites after them, of course, but those are my top two, like for sure. Mordred is a close third though. Very close. As long as the god of this world doesn't consider you defective, at least there's no pain. You don't feel it. The light just keeps getting brighter, blinding you and even numbing you to the passage of time. The next thing you know, you're right back where you started, only everything around you has been changed. I don't know what the locals make of that experience, but it was awful enough to almost make me vomit. I'd rather stick my head inside a festering dead body or kiss a pile of excrement from a prison cell without plumbing. Yeah, I wouldn't want to do that. Those options might be revolting, but at least I wouldn't have to be so frightened. So while I hate to admit it, when that light finally subsided and I found myself standing there, I would be relieved that I had avoided being taken away. But it was never long after that my relief turned to worry to the point I could barely think straight. Maybe I just got lucky this time. What about the next time? Or the time after that? So in retrospect, it was inevitable that I would take action like this sooner or later. This time, I managed to avoid the light by escaping to the reverse side of the world, so I thought I might feel differently now, but surprisingly, nothing changed. Upon laying eyes on the new world of this cycle, I felt the same things as always: loathing and discomfort. To use more contemporary slang, I just can't even with this world. I guess this god bothers me even more than I expected. In many ways, it's a perfect world. And yet... Yo, Pepe, what are you talking about? Alright. Where are we now? Oh! The air smells sweet and everywhere you look. And there's a calm, gentle breeze. What is this place? Want to know what the most surprising thing is? You're standing in almost the same spot we zero sailed from. Our location didn't change. The entire rest of this world did. Thankfully, there are no hostiles in the immediate area. Let's begin by paying another visit to the town of Bichu. Is something wrong, Pepe? You look kind of angry. What's that? You're jealous of how soft and smooth my skin is? Why, it's all in the upkeep, hun. Mine's OG Saber and Musashi, but after EO3, I'm having trauma with Musashi. Yo, wasn't that so sad though? Like, it takes a lot for me to, like, I don't know, have a physical manifestation of being sad. But when I went through EOR3, I legit teared up a little bit. FGO has always been really good about that though, like, you know, getting you invested into the heroine or hero character of whatever story part that is. And what makes it worse is that Musashi has been, you know, she's appeared in like how many events before that too. That's why I was happy to see her in that last summer event where she got a berserker form. Drink some water. Alright. Unlike Miss Never-Changing Akuda, I actually have to work to make sure I look this good. Yo, same here, Pepe. Same here. Go on. Feel how supple my cheeks are for yourself. They're my pride and joy, you know. That's okay. Oh, silly. There's no need to be shy. But anywho, going to visit that town next sounds just dandy. The topography and plant life changes that come with a new Yuga are all just surface level details. The thing that changed the most after what Arjuna did will have been the people. Okay, let's go check out the town. Understood. But make sure to keep the border's location in mind at all times from now on, Huffy. I don't want us to ever have to run for our lives like that again if we can help it. Same here, Rama. Same here. What in the... This place looks different. Fo. Wow. There's not a single brick out of place now. In fact, this is exactly what the town looked like when I first came to this world. I can't believe it. It's like the collie never attacked it at all. What in the world's going on? Then there's the people going about their lives here. They all look happy now. They're practically beaming. Great. Look who it is. Goodness, you're all okay. This is wonderful news. Just wonderful. This truly must be the God's will. All is right with the world once again. Oh no, that isn't quite right, is it? First, I owe you all an apology. No matter how dire the circumstances were at the time, I should never have spoken to you like that. I know it won't be enough to truly make amends, but I'll be including all of you in my prayers from now on. I only ask that you please not hold what I said against the people of this lovely town. What? Yesterday he wanted to run us out of town and now he's all happy? Foe. He really is sorry, he's just not saying it. Didn't you say we were godless heretics you wanted nothing to do with? Don't be ridiculous. The fact that you're here now is proof you overcame the last Yuga's difficulties with us. That makes you all one of us now. You're our friends, our family. And not only that, today is the blessed first day of Krita Yuga, the Yuga of peace. Are you hungry? If you like, you're welcome to eat with me at my mansion. Or would you prefer some fine ornaments for the young ladies? We also have plenty of beautiful flowers. That's very kind of you, but we're okay. Yes, I'm afraid we have some pressing business we need to take care of. I appreciate the offer, but we really should be on our way. I see. Well, that's a pity. I was hoping to introduce you to the rest of the townspeople. Oh, by the way, that mansion over there is my house. I'm afraid it ended up that big on account of my being mayor. It's very embarrassing living somewhere as ostentatious as that, but it is not without meaning. Please feel free to come visit whenever you have the time. You'll always be welcome in my home. Good day then. Yeah, that guy was a jerk during the first stream we did. I actually remember that. He seems elated. It's probably because Krita Yuga is the Yuga of happiness. Tends to make most of the locals friendly and kind-hearted. Though of course, I'm sure there are exceptions. Shh, you guys get... Oh yeah, this guy was a jerk the last time too. He doesn't seem any different now than he did before. I'm not judging either way. It's just surprising how simply hearing him click his tongue again has made me feel so relieved. And then there's... Ah, it's you guys. This is such a surprise. So you made it into the new Yuga, huh? That's great. Yes, it wasn't easy, but we did make it. I'm glad to see you're okay too, Asha. I sure am. I prayed extra hard so I didn't get hurt at all. I see. That's wonderful. Oh, but speaking of hurt, is your dog, I mean Vihan, okay? He hurt his leg before the Kali Yuga, right? I don't see him with you. Huh? Who's Vihan? Oh no, she doesn't remember the doggo. Hey, good morning, Titos Viana. Titos Viana. I'm sorry if I'm mispronouncing your name. I'm doing good. How about yourself? I just wanted to finish up this Lostbelt so I can get the quartz before the new chapter hits FGO. So we're trying to rush through it, but like I still want to get the story too, you know, so I'm kind of trying to run through it. Okay, let's just... Sure, we'll take her just for that. Use my my ember clearing team. Where's Da Vinci? Okay. Yeah, I hope you're doing good today, though. Oh. Alright, it should be safe to discuss this now that we've come this far. What is the meaning of this? This world runs on the Yuga cycle, but needless to say, these are not proper Yugas. Our real Krita Yuga, or Satya Yuga, depending on who you ask, is supposed to last for 4,800 years. Then, the Treta Yuga is supposed to last for 3,600 years, the Dvapara Yuga for 2,400, and the Kali Yuga for 1,200. And on top of that, these are in God years, where each one is equivalent to 360 human years. Suffice to say, we're talking about a really long cycle. Whereas in this world, it would seem that only the ratios have been preserved, given that each yuga is apparently 4, 3, 2, and 1 day long, respectively. That's right, but the people I've talked to here said things weren't always like this. It used to be that the yuga cycle lasted for hundreds of years, or maybe even longer. So that is what this world was like immediately after it was pruned away and became a Lostbelt? Right. I'm sure the period where Kali would show up had to have been proportionally longer back then. But I'd also bet they showed up much less frequently than they do now. Otherwise, the people here would have gone extinct long ago. But over time, the cycle got shorter and shorter, and now it only lasts 10 days. I have to think the drastically shortened cycle is why there are so many more Kali now. They used to be only let out at a bit, but now the floodgates have been opened, so to speak. Why did Arjuna shorten the Yuga cycle so much? Part of it is thanks to that disciple pouring poison in his ear, like I said earlier. And part of it is that the Tree of Emptiness has given him power he didn't have before that lets him do so. Yes, I know that only addresses the how, not the why. I'm getting to that. I think the reason he sped things up so much is to reach whatever end he has in mind for all of this that much faster. In short, it looks like he's in a rush to create his perfect world. What do you mean by that? Okay, now I can finally answer the question that's been plaguing all of you. What exactly happened earlier? The answer is that it's something unique Arjuna does, something that isn't meant to happen in a normal yuga. Whenever one of these shortened yuga cycles comes to an end, he purges everything he considers defective and unnecessary from this world. He believes that by repeating that process over and over, he'll eventually arrive at a perfect world, devoid of anything it shouldn't have, or as he thinks of it, evil. Damn, that's one hell of a destination. I see. So this purging must include living things and not just inanimate objects. Right. And as far as I can tell, when a living thing is purged, it's like it's never even existed. So that's what happened to the poor dog that couldn't run after breaking its leg. I can't believe it. Asha loved that dog more than anything, and now she doesn't even remember him. Yeah, that's harsh. It happens to anyone who was unlucky enough to be killed by a Kali too. That's sort of a disqualifying offense. Same goes for people who end up as social pariahs, or if Arjuna himself ends up judging you to be flawed. When the next yuga rolls around, they just cease to exist. It might sound contradictory, but I think Arjuna adjusts for things like that whenever he remakes the world. I see. That would explain how continuity and discontinuity can exist simultaneously in a new yuga. For example, Asha may have completely forgotten her beloved dog, but she still remembered all of you. So how does such a thing even work? I'm not entirely sure myself, but I can tell you what that blabbermouth disciple of the foreign god said. He said Arjuna collects every bit of data that makes up the world whenever he blows it away, kind of like a snapshot. Then, when it's time to begin a new Kirta Yuga, he uses that data, let's call it Snapshot A, to reassemble the world. And as he puts everything back together, he removes all the elements he deemed defective and unnecessary. And in the end, he has a new world based on Snapshot A, but reflecting the changes he's made. Oh, I get it. He's a cheater. He's basically hacking his save data, changing the parameters to suit his preferences before reloading it. Cheaters, the scum of gamers everywhere. Don't they know hacking saves takes all the fun out of it? He's not doing this to have fun. All he cares about is making what he considers to be a perfect world. Oh, it's fine. Tito. Okay, Tito. Let's go by Tito. A world consisting only of what is truly necessary, with nothing wasted or evil to be found. Aha! Now I know what genre he's playing. He's into 4X games. What are those? A 4X game is a simulation where the player just sets initial parameters and then the world sort of plays out from there. Actually, I have another streamer friend who she only plays 4X games. I've never actually played one myself. And if you're a cheater, if something happens in your sim that you don't like, say if an enemy nation takes you by surprise and invades you, you save your game, hack your data, and reload, and it's like the enemy nation that was bothering you never existed. You need to get Gareth and Koo, Skill, and Mats. Yeah. Yeah, that's the thing, though. That's the grind for the game, you know? It literally never ends. Well, I mean, it can end basically until you get a new servant. Then it starts all over again. But still, like, skill levels more than anything is like the most annoying one. I swear. What's the point of even playing if you're just gonna cheat to win? Death to cheaters, that's what I say. Now I get what's going on, I think. Video game analogies aside, if that's true, it sounds like Arjuna isn't remaking the world from scratch every time he resets the cycle then. You need Yggdrasil seeds. What's the farthest you've gone in the story? If I remember correctly, the most optimal farming place for Yggdrasil seeds is supposed to be the American singularity. Let me pull it up actually. I usually use Atlas Academy to figure it out. Hey, Robobot. I'm not gonna lie, I was actually about to ban you, but good job. You did in fact trick me. Damn. I thought you might have been another bot. Never mind. Tito, I was wrong. It's not America. The best place to farm those is It's going to be after Camelot. Like the singularity directly after Babylon, or after Camelot, Babylonia. There's a good spot to farm there. Yeah, let me paste this. Yeah, I use this from Reddit too. I used to be very active in the Grand Order sub, but I don't know. I still play the game, but I'm not as in touch with the community anymore now. All right, let's continue. Yeah, Salem's like that has the highest drop rate for Yggdrasil seeds right now, as of JP. Instead, he's basically treating the world like a model, adding new parts and removing old ones. Well, I guess I can talk to you guys while reading through this too. That works out. That'll probably save my voice. Did you hit the wall in Camelot? Were you able to beat the gorilla? All right, have fun, Robobot. Catch you later. Recreating the entire universe from nothing. Big friggin' deal, don't get me wrong. Every Indian divinity and support from the Tree of Emptiness. It's theoretically possible. Hey, thanks for the follow, Robobot. Appreciate it, man. Only community I am in for Fate Go is Astolfo Educational Images. I see what you've got doing there. Hey, just wanted to say, guys, shout out to C Websoul. He started speedrunning a JP account when I started this stream, and he's in London right now, so there he is. Beginning to see the larger picture. Oh, so you just fought Tristan. Okay. Yeah, if you're having trouble with anyone, it's really Uriali who's the MVP of that entire singularity. This Indian Lostbelt is still in the middle of its definitive event. I actually want Holmes too, though. Holmes is like... He's not... Well, you can't really use him for farming, but like for challenge quests, his Noble Phantasm is super useful for stripping buffs. Ahem. What is it, Director Gordy? Actually, like, they never outright state it in the game, but it's very heavily implied that he still does opium a lot, even as a servant. Damn, Gordy's cold, man. The part that actually matters. Yeah, he does have a point. How do we stay safe, and what is our next course of action? You there, Pepe. Repay the favor and tell us something we can actually use. Something you can use. Wait. Is that really why? Because I know the Twitter CEO, he resigned like today, right? Is that why he resigned? Does he have like an opium problem? Hey, Dogies. Welcome to the stream. You're right, they did soft nerf her, but her damage modifier is still ridiculously enough that she's still strong, even with the immunity to mental debuffs. Super usable. Super usable. I would keep on raising her for sure. Pretty sure that unlike most servants... Okay, so Arjuna's like a heavily inactive. Hey, super sexy boing boing big oppai neko mimi one-chan. I remember you. Welcome back. I haven't seen you in a while. How's it going? So this guy just drives around on his Vimana ship. Yeah, all those like different gods, obviously they have their own personalities, so they must be clashing heavily inside Arjuna to the point where he can't really express himself anymore. He did say something about that. Alokapala? The guardians of Aldra. So they're basically like his 4 heavenly kings. Yeah, who are the other 2 servants? I mean, we know who they are because I have them in my Chaldea right now too, but I guess story-wise, we don't know who they are yet. Okida-san Daishori. I love it when she says that line. Sacred beasts. Primitive guardian beasts. Oh, they're not created. They kind of just spring about. You know, I'm kind of wary now. He said that they're not supposed to appear during the peaceful timeline, but it asked me to make a servant team right before clicking this quest. Supposed to. Well, we got some baddies. Sacred beasts. So Arjuna really doesn't want us here then. So these aren't bad guys like Kali, but like they're still hostile to us. Alright. If I recall correctly, the fights in Camelot that are the big walls are the Gawain fight, the Mordred fight, and that I believe that's it. Alright, Alright. We actually do a full buster chain. This might be overkill though. Alright. Yo, that's actually kind of funny, dude. Like, every battle we've been in, there's a quick debuff. Oh, I guess Buster cards also. Oh, that's for everything. I thought they were trying to basically punish Scotty users. Reload that. Oh, damn it. Damn it. Oh, that's so annoying. Okay, give me 1 second. My Fate Grand Order crashed. I need to load it up again. No, I don't want to clear the cache. Resume. Okay, we're back. Man, talk about a pain, dude. All right. Yeah, Da Vinci's not going to be strong enough to kill that, so we'll have Mordred use her attack too. All right. I mean, you can. I don't mind helping you out. That actually used to be my hobby, was answering questions in the help thread of the subreddit. So yeah, go feel free. All right, that's all done. All right. But yeah, I don't mind you you can tweet at me the screenshot. Well, actually that's a bad idea. If you go follow me, I'll follow you, and then you can DM me your screenshots and we can talk about it. Yeah, and hey, shout out to Sergeant Dogs over here. See, that's one thing I love about the FGO community. Like, everyone's so helpful to newer players. All right, another dialogue heavy arrow. It's not like I mind. It's just that, damn. My voice is starting to get a little raw. Ayo King, man, I can't, bro. Sorry. I'm a retired whale. No more whaling for me. See, I didn't play Camelot the way normal people do. I didn't have a free to play setup. I used a whale setup when I went through it. But I still help friends get through Camelot though. So I can help you with team compositions and stuff for fights. Man, the god just erased relationships. No biggie, no nothing. You said it. Amazing. Oh, that's true. MASH used to be very robotic. This must be very heartwarming for Pepe to see. WebSoul, that's completely correct too. Bond 10 Herc really does help out a lot. You can you can cheese the whole game with or the first part with a Bond 10 Herc. Well, yeah, it's a Lostbelt. Of course, civilization's not progressing right now. Yeah, to increase bond, you just need to use them, but it takes forever to get a bond 10 Herc. Much, much easier to use a friend's Bonten Herc and do solo fights with them. Wait, yo, Sita might be here? I feel like I would have heard about this in the subreddit if like Sita was in this Lostbelt, so maybe not. This world is still a dead end. Damn. Alright, say it, Mash. Just say it. Pepe is a good person. We can trust him, and we should work together with him. Well, damn. Looks like we're on the same page, Mash. Yo, why does Arcade get everything? Yo, the one thing that like made me angry the most is that they got prototype Merlin. Like Merlin Proto. Damn it, I really wanted her for my account too. Like I was gonna save up for her. But nope. We just got regular Merlin instead. Oh, I guess I should clarify. All of you are on the NA server, right? Yeah, that's the thing though, you know, you gotta clarify because there's like so many different servers out there. Oh, this is the foreign god again. Actually, my friends list is full, Tito, but I'll let you follow me. That way you can use my servants too if you ever run into a wall where you just don't want to use a Bonten Herc. Live on as a crypter or die as a master. Yo, WebSoul, I hear you, man. I hear you. That's why I kind of stopped visiting the subreddit as well. I kind of just wanted to take things at my own pace. Newly wiped clean world. I know Pepe's kind of resentful about this. He's got to be. So he's just trying to do the best he can while he's still here. Ophelia. Yeah, she was just in love. Yeah, what is Cryptors about? What's the name? Comes from director Marisbury. So it's specifically for Team A only. Anywho, alright. Back to talking about beating Arjuna. Now I understand why. Just a heads up, like I know how this ends because of Reddit, like we've been talking about. But I don't know the specifics of how this goes, so that's why I'm here. Yeah, we need to get Carney back. big if. Sounds good to me. Let's go find this other servant. Everyone's smiling faces. We live to see another day. Oh, Mash is right. They didn't have a choice. Almost forget, like, she was friends with, well, not all of them, but most of the cryptors before even meeting us. That guy, that last guy, that's the one I'm most curious about. The South American cryptor. It's too late to get all sentimental now, Mash. Stronger. I love Mash, but like it'd be cool if we could get Galahad back too, though. It would be great if she knows something. Other gods? Yeah, there's supposed to be only one god in this Lostbelt after all. Oh yeah, the mayor would know, because he's kind of a jerk. A village on the other side of the mountain. They're not Assassins, are they? Alright, let's head for that village. Okay, give me 1 second. Let's hide that for now. Go here. Okay. Back. All right, we'll bring it back up. All right, here we go. So I'm not currently accepting new friends, Tito, but you can follow me and my support should be able to get you throughout all of part 1. Jean by herself should be very helpful. Other than that, all right, gonna continue with the story now. Damn, no battles again. Zzz. Yep, heading back out at dawn, Pepe. Oh, he probably forgot she's a demi-servant. I can't see what you said because it got censored for whatever reason. No, that's fine with me. Yeah, we talked to Ophelia. Ophelia was like the heroine of Lost Belt too, actually. I read someone wrote a post about how she was basically an Otome game heroine surrounded by suitors, and it actually made a lot of sense. So now I just see it as basically an Otome story where you as the character are like a mob character. You're a side character. You're not really that important because it's really about Ophelia. Yeah, she missed her. I did, but I spoke to the rayshift.io. I did, but I sent an email to the guy to have all my data deleted from that website because there's some masters like on the subreddit particularly who don't think that it's that secure with your data. So, yeah. Not that anything's ever wrong has happened with it, but like I'm like super paranoid about my account. So I specifically asked him to remove all my account info from rayshift.io. One of our topics, romance. Yo, Pepe is getting super giddy right now. Oh yeah, he wanted to be part of that girl talk. Damn, this is just going to turn into a what could have been moment. Wait, what did he say about Kishtaria? Ah. Yeah, tell him, Mash. Yeah, they were friends before. He deserves to know how they ended at least. It's not like they had bad endings anyway. Yeah, nothing to feel bad about. I can't think of any way all those other Lost Belts could have ended differently, though. If only. It would have been nice to have Ophelia with us, too. Alright, WebSoul. You have a good one, man. Take care. Oh, Pepe wants to go to bed now. Bet. Alright, Mashy. Good night. Good night, Pepe. Good night, WebSoul. Alright, so right now I am gonna take a quick break. Well, actually, no, you know what? I think this is a good stopping point right now for the Lost Belt. We went through 3 sections. So I'm just going to finish out doing some dailies. Because that's another thing too. I have to do 5 Ember quests, so. Yeah, I wish we had that at the very beginning, man. It was so painful for the longest time. Where's Mama? There she is. Where's she? Okay. Alright. I'm just gonna farm some embers so I can fulfill that mission. Da, da, da. Like this one, this Lostbelt, I'm not too excited about, I guess you could say. But the reason why I want to beat it too is so I can play the next one, the Atlantis one. Like I'm actually really stoked about that that Lostbelt to come out. I don't have any spoilers from JP about that chapter, aside from the servants that come out, and I do want those servants. All right. Oh, do you like a challenge? I did hear that one of the bosses is supposed to be really hard. Tenmo Kai Kai. Alright, that's 1 out of 5. I think we'll get 4 done right now because I had like 80 AP. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. I've been tempted to do that also, but I kind of want to spread my bond points around, you know? Like my Lancelot's already... He's already bond level 12. Like, I don't want to get him up to 15 already just like that. And that was just from Nero Fest. I wasn't using him on any stories before that. Alright. Da-da-da. Oh, this guy, I'm not much of a fan of him. Like, I didn't roll for him. He was a complete spook, but another AoE Berserker is always good, especially with 5-star stats. So he's good for farming dailies, at least for me. Yeah, my support casters are close to bond 10. It's just that Scatty is like past that because... Yeah, that double Scatty system is too good. Too OP, especially for farming events. Like, I would have lost my mind during Nero Fest if I didn't have her. And I needed those mats too. I needed the mats, I needed the QP, needed everything. I will say the cool thing about having Shang Yu though is that I have his wife too, and so his wife was like, you know, she had that bond line when you get him, and she was like so happy that he's here. So that was cool to see. Man, I do want the single target version of her though. I don't have any good single target sabers except for Okita. Like Okita's my only like 5-star single target saber. I need the Buster one so I can do Buster memes. All right. Should be one more. Hey, Bond 4, nice. Yo, that's the thing though. Like, so his wife was a complete spook too. Hinako. Complete spook. I thought she's like a good servant, you know, because her illustration on point. So beautiful. Her skills, her NP, yeah, not so much. Like her kit just seems so disjointed that I don't know how to use her. And every time I see someone like try to use her, like it's usually for like a meme video or something, you know, like I don't know. But man, when people cosplay as her though, like, oh, I'm all about it. I've seen some really, really good cosplay of Hinako. There we go. Alright, should be last for Mama. Kono Raiko. Alright, should be our AP. What day is it tomorrow? Today's Tuesday, tomorrow's Wednesday. I'll probably continue this tomorrow too, to be honest. I'll continue Lostbelt tomorrow because I want to get this done. Still got a week left, man. Damn. Yeah, I use some weird servants too. Like my favorite low star servant is Blackbeard. He's actually deceptively good. He has strong NP damage for his 2-star status. So I ended up grailing him. So he's like level 80 now, I think. 80 or 85, I believe. All right, let's pull this up. All right, guys, thanks for stopping by my stream. I really appreciate it. I'll be back on tomorrow. Should be same time, if not a little bit earlier. We did start a little bit late today. So, yeah, we'll continue with the Lostbelt 4 tomorrow. Hopefully we can finish it. I'm not sure if we can or not, but I'll try. Otherwise, I'll catch y'all later. You guys have a good one. And if you're on YouTube, please give a like or subscribe. Leave a comment below. I would really appreciate it. Help out my channel a lot. I'm trying to grow. My goal for right now is to hit 100 subs so I can get my own custom URL for YouTube. So it'd be really cool if you guys could help me out with that. Otherwise, thanks, and I'll catch y'all later. You guys have a good one. And Tito, I'll check my Twitter so I can see your message. All right, guys, I will catch y'all later. Peace.